Very hard.
I want us to go over here.
That's all right. Good time to run around.
Yep, no worries.
Okay. Thank you very much for your attendance this morning. Overwhelming. Boats! I had a bell, I'd ring it. My name's Alan Lancaster. I'm the Community Safety Officer for the Metung Fire Brigade. To my right, I have Trevor Blundell, who is the Captain of the Metung Fire Brigade. We're all down here to get a briefing. If somebody could possibly, if anybody's got any hearing issues, could they please come to the front? Our voices only carry so much.
Do you mind if I sit down?
A little bunch up. I know it's going to be a bit warm and sticky. Everybody's body odour's still the same eventually. Okay, I'll now hand it over to Trevor. He'll bring you up to date of where the situation is and also our recommendations. Trevor. Thanks everyone for coming. It's great to see so many people here. We are currently in an okay position in the fact that we know we have a fire 20 kilometres north of us. We know the winds are coming, we know they are northerly winds, we don't know what this fire is going to do today. But we are lucky, we've got a lot of people out of the town already. I strongly recommend, CFA recommends, Vic Emergency recommends, if you are holidaying in Metung, after this meeting, you get in your car and you go back to Melbourne or you go back to west of Fanstar. The less people in this area, the better. This is pretty straightforward, it's pretty straight, it's pretty direct. This is for people's lives. We don't know what that fire is going to do today, it's going to grow. Friday a week ago, there was a fire at Farmhouse Third. At midnight, that fire was 10,000 hectares. It had been 10,000 hectares for a week. 8 AM Saturday morning, that fire was 40,000 hectares. Last night, there was a fire at Cairn River, Wingham Inlet. That fire grew 20 kilometres in 5 hours. It hit the coast overnight. I don't know what the weather conditions were up there. Down here we had no wind. We've got 40 kilometres of north wind coming this afternoon at 2 o'clock. If you don't need to be in Metung, you need to leave. That's the message that we need to get out to the public. This is serious stuff. It doesn't get much serious than this. If you are going to stay, you need to wear long pants, long shirts, something around your neck, something over your mouth, because it's going to get smoky if this fire comes our way. There's going to be embers, it's going to be hot, it's going to be sticky, it's going to be hard to breathe. You're going to be looking for water to drink. Keep in mind, if any of these days was to clear the Princess Highway, because once that gets covered in smoke, the Princess Highway will be closed. No one will go anywhere because there's only one way out of East Gippsland, and that is the Princess Highway. That's why everyone has been told to evacuate yesterday. If you are going to evacuate, you need to think of the smoky roads. Everyone's going to be in a panic. Who won't be driving with headlights on? You're going to get to Bairnsdale, United Roundabout, and you're going to wait half an hour. And if there's a car accident, you're going to be stuck. We need to think about these things. We need to be prepared. Prepare, act, survive. The yacht club and the golf club. If that is your fire safety plan, that is not the best plan to have. They are not safe refuge areas. They are places of last resort when there's nowhere else to go. You've been at home, you're defending your house, it's too bad to be at home. You don't know what to do, you're panicking. Head to the yacht club and the golf club. The yacht club's surrounded by boats on the water, they've all got fuel in them. The bush around the back of the yacht club is not ideal. By all means, if you've got nowhere to go, that's a place to think of. The golf club is the same. those two places, as far as I'm aware, will be open today. That is a last resort. Don't make that part of your plan. If that is your plan, you need to leave Metung after this meeting. The next 24 hours, whatever happens, we do not know. We will deal with what happens as it happens, as a CFA point of view. There are lots of trucks and resources in the area. They have been scattered. I'll wait for this truck to pass. These trucks have been reassigned to different areas. Some have been sent to Cairn River, some have been set up to Swiss Creek via the long way through Melbourne. They were sent there yesterday. Some are sent in Bairnsdale. We currently have trucks in Bairnsdale, Bruthen, Nowa, and Buchan. If the fire turns and head this way, they will be redeployed to come this way. They're not going to be able to do much. They'll be doing asset protection. There will be no firefighting for this large fire today. All firemen have been stood down from firefighting. If a new break gets out or a spot fire, if we can get onto it within an hour or so and wrap it up, we will attack it. If we get there and it's too big, we will not attack that fire. It can go. We've told all you people, evacuate. That is the plan. I cannot stress that enough. Houses, property, it can be replaced. That is the message we need to take away from today. So we know it's going to be hot and windy until about midnight tonight, until the southwest change comes in. After that, the fire that's travelling south will then head west. So wherever those fingers of fire turn out will depend on what happens this afternoon and this evening. The wind has control of this fire. It's creating its own weather pattern, it's creating its own wind. Columns of smoke yesterday afternoon at 2 o'clock were going 7 kilometres high and getting into the North Stream air pattern, into the high winds. That is rather hot. When it comes down, it's not necessarily cool, it will spot fire from that. These fires have potential to spot fire 20 kilometres away. That's what happened Friday week ago. We have declared cancelled road Metung. No fire truck will ever turn down cancelled road Metung on a day like today when that fire is bearing down on us. It is not safe for firemen and fire truck to be down there. Most of these guys have come from Melbourne. They don't know the local knowledge. They don't know they can get out the bottom of Foxes Creek. But by doing that, you're potentially driving straight into a fire on Nungurna Road. Cancelled Road is a no-go zone. That was our community meeting yesterday. For the people in Tambo Bluff, Outlook Drive is a no-go zone. If we get down the end of that, there is too much bush and rubbish on the left-hand side, we will get trapped in there. I'm not being responsible for firefighters getting trapped. Make it clear, we are not fighting fires, we are protecting life and property.
So you're saying now you're right to drive out?
You are currently right to drive out until such time the Princess Highway becomes closed. It will become closed more than likely due to smoke before fire. Let's wait a bit longer. The biggest killer in bushfires is radiant heat. It's not smoke, it's not flames, it's the heat that that fire produces. It warms the air up before it comes. It'll get to 70 or 80 degrees. Everyone needs to be aware of that as well. If you are going to stay and defend, your bathroom is not the safest place in your house. You need to be able to see the fire coming. You need to be able to look north in today's instance. When that fire gets too close and that room is too hot to be in, you need to retreat somewhere further south in your house, but where you can still see that fire. That's the best advice I can give you if you are in a house. If it's too late and you get in your car and drive somewhere, you may be trapped in your car. That's what happened on Black Saturday. History has proven this. The safest advice is to evacuate the area. If you have a plan and your house is what you think is safeable as per your fire plan that you know and have rehearsed, you can stay and defend that at your own risk. Anything else I need to add? We will be around on the village green this morning. We have both our trucks manned. From 12 o'clock, our fire station will be manned. There is someone there all day regardless. If we get a call, we will attend that call. That call may be outside of Metung. If we have to leave, we will leave to help other surrounding communities. However, we are based in Metung, and these other strike teams and task force that are in town have been deployed to deal with the major assets and the out of town communities. Parts of Metung we have identified that need to be asset protection as a priority. Is a telephone tower near Patterson Park, the village precinct, this area right here. We will try and get a truck to the golf club and the yacht club. I'm not going to guarantee that. We will try and protect the public school. We may be out of trucks by the time we do that. I've been told unofficially Bairnsdale Football Oval in Rupert Street is a safe place. I would not rely on that. Sale Greyhounds is the evacuation point for East Gippsland. They are open, they are already taking people. I recommend you head there or further west towards Melbourne. The brigade will be around, our members will be around this morning. If anyone has any questions, we're happy to help. Our advice, we stand united. Evacuate. I thank everyone for their time. I hope this information is useful. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to panic anyone. We're trying to be open and honest.
Can I ask one thing? In we've got friends in Malakura and they were told not to get in their boats.
The boats. Just before everyone goes, we'll talk about boats as a rescue escape plan. Boats do catch fire. They are susceptible to ember attack as well. If you are going to leave in a boat, if your boat is in Boxers Creek or Chinaman's Creek, there will be low oxygen levels in those areas because of the topography of the land. If that is your plan, hop in your boat and head towards Lake King and head towards Paynesville. By that time, you will be out of the smoke. It'll be a lot safer down that section of the lake. If you head towards the lake's entrance, they're in the same position as us. Beware, there is a southwesterly coming pretty hard tonight at midnight. Lake King is going to get fairly rough. If you plan on coming back, you will have to deal with that. Has your boat got enough fuel? Are you just going to go out in Lake King and bob around? Think about your plan and what's safest for you. I'm not saying it's the worst plan. There are consequences to it. We need to be aware of those.
Can I ask, if you're in a boat and there's fires on the land, how far will the heat penetrate?
Depends on the intensity of the fire and what the fire is burning and where it is. So wherever the smoke is, you need to keep out of the smoke. If you're out of the smoke, you're going to be a lot cooler. That's why Paynesville and beyond would be the place to go if you're in a boat.
How reliable are utilities like power, water, telephones?
Yes, that's a very good point. Power, telephone, internet, do not rely on it. There is a generator at the water tower in Metung. Once that runs out of fuel, there will be nothing to run the water. We will have water pressure, but we might not have much water pressure because everyone's going to be at home with a hose. Factor that into your fire plan. If you're running on generators and standalone water tanks, how much fuel's in your generator? How long will that last? How much water's in your tank? All these things need to be factored. The internet, mobile phone towers, they are very susceptible to fire. If they go down, my community messages on the Facebook page I've been putting on will not reach you. Vic Emergency Act will not work. You will need to have a backup battery radio will be your only source of information. We cannot rely on power today. There is every chance AusNet will just flick the switch and turn us off to save their infrastructure. That is the way AusNet think. They don't think about people, they think about infrastructure.
Excuse me, can you repeat, how far you have to be to escape the heat of the fires? I missed it.
If you're in a boat, you need to be out of the smoke.
Out of the smoke?
Out of the smoke. If you're on the land, you are not going to escape the heat. You can shelter behind a brick building or something that's not combustible, but you are still going to be susceptible to smoke and heat.
So how many Ks?
It depends on the fire, the intensity of the fire. If every house in your street is on fire, you are going to get radiant heat that you are not going to be able to withstand. We can't put a figure on how far is safe.
Will the gate at the golf course that faces into the bloody state be open today?
Yeah.
I do not know.
I live right next door to that gate. House right next door to that. I'm going to make sure it stays open, even if I've got to use the big master key.
How long is the generator, the backup generator for the water, something last? The fuel?
I can't answer. What I can answer, the mobile phone towers have a 2 to 6 hour backup battery once we lose power. That is all. 2 to 6 hours. On Black Saturday, mobile phones didn't work because there was too much usage on the network. You couldn't cope. Bear all this in mind. My advice, evacuate Metung. Why take the risk? Painesville is not a safe place to evacuate to. West of Bairnsdale. West of Bairnsdale. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.